Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Scout Prepper channel. Today another survival kit that I promised you last week when we reviewed the UST or Ultimate Survival Technologies Micro Kit, which was a great choice for EDC. If you have the money and want to upgrade a little bit, you can go into the Pocket Pack Plus from Adventure Medical Kits or AMK. I told you this kit was coming. I have been testing it and I really like it. But pros and cons. Okay, so it's not a complete kit for kit trade-off with just more capabilities. You do gain a little more size and a little more weight. In fact, double the weight. But it's still very easy to use. It's only 6 ounces, whereas the UST Micro is 3 ounces. So for ultimate concealability or portability on your person in an EDC roll, I'm still sticking with the Micro, but for a little more upgraded capability, maybe in a pack or something like a vehicle kit that isn't necessarily having to be carried, go ahead and go up to this. It's a great kit. So let me show you the similarities and then we'll get into the differences. So I talked about what this one has. I like it in the package like this so you can see the components easily. It has a lock sack, which is a waterproof container. It has, which is 3x5. It has a button compass, small mirror, small light, which is the Pico light. It has the razor saw, which is a little bitty blade and a little serrated tooth saw, wet fire and a sparker for your fire capabilities, and it has a whistle for your signaling. So, great kit. They're 5x3, 3 ounces, and $29.50. Can't beat it. Let's look at this one. So some of the similar capabilities. It has a whistle, okay? It has a sparker and fire starters, which it has the Adventure Medical Kits brand fire starters, but it's still fire starters. So this part's good. This part's just like it. It has a baby light. In fact, it has the Pico light. This has the Pico light. Pico light is made by UST as far as I can tell. So it has the same flashlight in it, although blue versus black. It has a bigger mirror. This has a smaller mirror, but they're both mirrors. It has an outside container, which is not a lock sack brand, which is a very good brand of Ziploc bag, type bag. But it has a waterproof, resealable bag, heavy duty, just like this, just a different brand. And it has a button compass. So at MSRP of $80 and double the weight, what do you get? And don't let me scare you with $80. That's a lot for a survival kit, but we happen to have these in our eBay store for $67.50. So a little bit better. So $29.50 versus $67.50, just about double. So let's look at what you gain in this kit. And it's quite a bit. All right. You get, number one, they have the Pocket Survival Pack without the plus. See the plus word? So they have that kit, and in that kit you also upgrade with, this is the similarities, you add some duct tape, and then you have the fishing kit. See if you guys can see that. With the safety pins, the weights, all that good stuff. You have some stainless steel line, you have some braided nylon line, you have some very light bank line type stuff. And a Fresnel lens. So good upgrades already. I'm liking this stuff. The fishing kit, the snare wire, which is not very much. The different lines, which is different cordage. I like that because the other kit doesn't have cordage. Of course you could add it. So, and the Fresnel lens, that's an additional fire starting capability. So I'm liking this already. Also, I believe a piece of tinfoil. Now when you go to the plus, which is the more money, you really get the cool items because you get this little knife by Doug Ritter design, and this is called a Doug Ritter design product. He's kind of a Bear Grylls type, an outdoor industry celebrity, and he has good input. So he gave his input to both the making of this knife and the kit. And the knife is a little RSK MK5, which is a Mark V by CRKT, Columbia River Knife and Tool. You guys already know CRKT probably because they've been on the market for years and years and have well over 100 models each year. So CRKT is doing the little knife. It is available for about $20, $25 on the market by itself. Again, you add the Pico light. You add water purification tabs. And these are Katadyn, name brand, water purification tabs. I like that. Now we're filtering water. And you add a collapsible 1 liter, it's a little rolled up bag, that's a sealable water bladder. So now what have you done by going above this kit? Well, instead of having the little razor knife, you've added a real knife, though micro in size. Here it is right there. You see it. It's a little knife with a Kydex sheath. The whole thing is tiny, you know, probably 4.5 inches overall length. But you've added the water storage and water filter capability besides a flashlight and the knife. So now you can do water, you have a cutting tool, you have cordage, you have fishing, you have a snare wire, you have fire making capability, you have signaling capability, you have a container. Man, I'm liking this. This kit, absolutely worth $67.50. So you do upgrade a little bit, as I said, in size and weight. On the little kit, I mentioned 3x5 or 5x3, 5x3x1, 3 ounces. On this one, 5x5, so just 2 more inches of height by 1, and it's 6 ounces versus 3 ounces. But you guys have talked with me before, the firepower versus mobility conversation that Nothing Fancy started years ago, and it's an excellent point. And is some weight good? And the answer is, of course, yes. Is some cost good? And the answer is, of course, yes. You generally get what you pay for in the outdoor world, though there are some bells and whistles you don't have to have. But in this, to add a fully capable cutting tool, not that this one isn't, but a real knife, or a real mini knife, and the water capability, much less the flashlight and all that stuff, well, I'm sold. For $67.50 and 6 ounces, this one will be in my hunting pack every single day of the 2014-2015 deer season that's coming up, I assure you. Okay guys, that's it, a little brief video. I hope you enjoy it. I really appreciate the views and subscriptions of both channels. All 3 channels are going great. As you remember, Scout Prepper is part of a 3-channel network. This is the Scout Tactical Network that has Scout Tactical, Scout Prepper, and Scout Hunter. Scout Tactical has all your guns and gear, stuff like that, your tack gear. Scout Prepper is a little more emergency preparedness oriented, and Scout Hunter is normally our hunting stuff and hunting firearms and hunting knives. So I hope that you view all 3 and subscribe to all 3. Check us out on the web at scouttactical.com, scouttactical.com, and that's also where the link is to our eBay store. Remember, we're selling the survival gear and the 5.11 gear and all that stuff as a good way to support the project as well, because this stuff doesn't come free. And check us out on Facebook, this channel, Scout Prepper. As always, thanks for watching.